Welcome on in here to StirLaGrace.com. If you were taking a look at that footage earlier, those are actually the fields of the brand that we're going to talk about in this hour, which is Sacred Leaf. So my name is Cathy Pedrayes. StirLaGrace is all about bringing you plant-based products into your home that enhance your life. And so for the next hour, as I mentioned, we're talking about Sacred Leaf, which focuses on products that are CBD based. Now, this entire hour of the show is really special because in this case, we have pet products. And, you may have seen CBD pet products at your local pet store before, but you don't have somebody there to explain how to use it and what it's used for and, what kinds of pets to use it for. So this show is really unique in that we have an expert here to explain all of that to us. But then we also are going to have some really nice money saving bundles. So if you want to be a smart shopper, get the most bang for your buck, then this show is going to be for you. And it ranges from like beauty to calming to sleep, like a whole bunch of varieties, even pain. So first, let me introduce our guest, Megan, because she is Sacred Leaf's brand ambassador, but she's also a medical massage practitioner.
Right.
And she owns several Sacred Leaf locations in Texas. So Megan, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about, Sacred Leaf Farms and all that footage that we were just seeing on our screen.
Right. So those actually were our actual fields. So we are a seed to store company. So we grow and manufacture and produce everything that we carry. So it never leaves our hands. So you're getting a really good product. It is USDA certified. All those plants that you did see are certified organic, so chemical free. Okay. And then we do basically batch testing and third-party testing. A lot of people know about third-party testing, but what sets us apart is we batch test. So you know exactly what you're getting in each product, and you'll find that on all the products. There's a little QR code there. You can scan that, and it'll come up for you right away.
Here's an example, by the way, of that QR code. So what happens when we get this home and we scan, like, say we were picking up this tincture. This is the box of the tincture that I'm holding.
Right. So when you scan that, it's going to say that this is a 500 milligram VG tincture. It's going to show you that CBD's in there. This is a broad spectrum. So it's also going to have a few other cannabinoids in there. So that's what broad spectrum means. And it's also going to show a 0 next to the THC molecule. So it is 0 THC. So you'll find that on the lab. If you ever look at the labs, which you need to do when you're shopping for CBD, it should have a breakdown of all the cannabinoids there, how much is in that product, whether it is 0 THC or full spectrum. One of those things with those products, some people will label it as 0 THC. Check the lab because they like to say, oh, it's 0 THC because it's only 0.3% or less.
Right.
It's such a small amount. So they'll still like to say it's 0, but you want to make sure it is, especially if you get drug tested or if you're giving it to your child. And that lab will show that to you.
Okay. So it's just a little way for you at home to do like some quality assurance.
Right.
Now,
it should be really easy. If it's taking you an hour to find a lab, just get something else.
A different brand.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so I mentioned this show, we're going to talk about pets and we're also going to talk about bundles. So there's a lot of product here, but we're going to start with what's in front of Megan. We are starting specifically with pet treats. So each of these pet treats, and there's ones that have different needs. We're going to start with anxiety and stress, but later on we'll talk about some pain and inflammation treats as well. But what you need to know is that each bag is $34. There's 30 treats in each bag. And in each treat, it's 5 milligrams of the CBD per each little treat. So first, we're going to start with the anxiety and stress. Tell me, first of all, how does CBD affect our pets? Why is it something we should look for in terms of helping our pets with like pain and anxiety or
right. So all mammals, and it's not just dogs, they actually have an endocannabinoid system like we do. And that's why we have a pet line, is we want to cater to them. Some of our products that we take as people are not safe for the pets. And it's really just the other ingredients like the oils and things like that, that the pets can't have. And so we really gear this towards pets, whether they like treats or whether they like oil. We have both options there.
And we even have a topical cream.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're going to talk about.
Yes. And so if we're talking about the stress and anxiety treat, the reason why we label them different is because we have dogs that suffer severely from separation anxiety. I just rescued a puppy, which, you know, my son talked me into it.
Bless
So
your heart.
he has severe separation anxiety because he was abandoned. So
And
I'm
probably 'cause
so
you guys
glad I
adopted him
own a
during
CBD
COVID.
store. Yeah. I'm so glad I have these products because I was able to get him on the treats right away. And it really has helped him. So, so they're geared for certain things. So whether they're aging, they have arthritis, we got pain and inflammation treats as well. And so those are definitely going to be catered to certain conditions.
And we even have a bundle for you in the show that's also for pets. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But with the pet treats, $34. Now, tell me, are these hard biscuit treats? Are these more of a chewy, jerky treat? What's the texture here?
Yeah, so they're going to be a soft chew. So especially in older animals, it's really hard for them to do the hard treats. And so these are very soft. And the reason also is because smaller pets, so under 50 pounds or 25 pounds, you can break that treat in half very easily. That's a good dose for a 25-pound or less dog. A half a treat is perfect for them.
Okay. And then 25
yeah,
and
anything
above,
over, yes, exactly, 1 treat, because a whole treat is 5 milligrams, and we still go off of that 1 milligram per 10 pounds of body weight.
Okay.
So also with the animals, we like to start there.
And is that on the packaging that I get home as
yes,
well?
Okay. Definitely.
So
yes.
when you get it home, you'll get your feeding guidelines. There won't be, any confusion there about that. So the the anxiety and stress, this one has CBD. Is there anything else in there that helps with anxiety and stress?
So anxiety and stress is going to have your chamomile, the valerian root, and also the chamomile.
Okay.
Oh, chamomile, turmeric, and valerian root. I'm sorry about that.
Gotcha. And the CBD.
Exactly.
And you could see the daily feeding guide right there on your screen, actually. I know some of the smaller font might be harder to read, but you can see that it was there.
And so all of them have that 5 milligrams of CBD.
Right.
Right.
And with the anxiety and stress, that is 30 counts per bag. Now, if you have a smaller dog that's under 25 pounds, as Megan mentioned, then you would break that treat in half. So a package would last you 2 months if you were doing it every single day. If you're only doing it when you're leaving the house for long periods, or say they're going to dog boarding, or a pet sitter's house, or there's a storm or fireworks or something like that, then it's going to last you a little bit longer. What's the once it's open, how long does it last?
So usually when it's open, I also if they're gonna a smaller dog, I'll put them in the refrigerator. So that makes them last a lot longer, but we usually say up to 6 months.
Okay, great. Right. And it does have, by the way, it is a little resealable bag and all of that. Okay, so let's talk about the next ones, which are the pain and inflammation. They're both $34, so you can kind of, feel free to compare them side by side. But what's the main difference here between anxiety and stress versus the pain and inflammation?
Right, so you're going to get the glucosamine, you're going to get the turmeric, and then you're also going to get the arnica. So it's going to really be geared towards that pain part there, and then also the inflammation. So glucosamine is really good for the joints, and then the turmeric is good for inflammation, and so is the arnica. Arnica also targets pain as well. And then guess what? The CBD, right?
Right.
So 5 milligrams of CBD, and remember, that's really good for that pain and inflammation too.
That's true. I had a Dalmatian, probably 15, 17 years old.
I've always wanted one.
But yeah, I know. Actually, I saw somebody was giving one away in my neighborhood recently, or, trying to rehome. I don't know if it was a joke or not, though, because the dog looked really aggressive, and they were like, "Oh, he's just smiling," which my Dalmatian used to smile too. So I wasn't sure if it was they were joking or if they were serious. But anyways, my other Dalmatian had arthritis. I had 2. And so one of them had arthritis, and, I started taking him for walks to kind of get the joints moving and all of that. But we started with glucosamine tablets, and at that time, I don't think CBD was definitely not in pet stores. I don't know if it was legal, I'm not sure, but it was definitely not as popular as it is now. But now you see it everywhere. You see it right at the exit shelf. They have little different bags that you can try. But what I noticed is that a lot of them are biscuits.
Right,
and
they're
my dog,
hard
yeah, my dog's a little toy poodle now. Now I don't have the Dalmatians; they passed away. But my little toy poodle doesn't like biscuits.
Aww.
So and actually his name is Biscuit, and so ironic. But
it's funny how they can be picky eaters.
Oh, so picky. But there's all this attention now to what we give our dogs, and in terms of their supplements. Back in the day, you don't even think about giving pet supplements. You think of yourself, you take your multivitamins and all that, but we don't do it for our pets.
Right, and that's another
I don't
thing,
know why.
the multivitamin, thanks for mentioning that. This is also packed with minerals and vitamins. In every treat, in every pack that we're talking about, you're going to get that too. So it's definitely like a daily treat. Get them on a daily regimen. You know, whether the stress and anxiety fits you, or the pain and inflammation fits them, or even just the wellness treat, which we'll get to in a minute with the pack here. Cater it to your pet and just do a daily regimen with them. It's really going to help them a lot.
So you have your choice of either the anxiety and stress treats or the pain and inflammation. They're both 30 count. They're both $34. Feel free to pick up both. You know, if you have a senior dog who, actually, let me ask you before I tell people to pick up both. Right. Can I use both? Like if I have a senior dog who has pain but also is afraid of lightning.
Definitely go for it.
Okay. I would just have to maybe I would only do half and half, like depending on the size or something.
I always like to cut my treats ahead of time. That way you're just grabbing and going because it's convenient, right? Everybody likes convenience.
Exactly.
So it's the same thing with like gummy bears.
Right.
If it's a kid that's doing a 25 milligram, cut them in half and just, it's already ready to go. And then you're not trying to like, you know, the convenience is very helpful.
I had this one rescue dog that he's actually staying with me Friday. Again, I'm pet sitting. He's already been adopted out, but I'm pet sitting and he has so much anxiety. I do the diffusers, I do the collars, I do the you know, little droplet. Oh my gosh. There's nothing that will help this dog. But I mean, I guess it's better than literally doing nothing.
Right. One thing I do want to point out real quick is our pet products are 0 THC. So we believe that it's best to have it that way because we're talking about all different kinds of animals, not just dogs here. Cats actually can be very sick from THC. So we like to just omit that completely. So that way you can also give this to horses too. And it's very beneficial for all mammals because they all have an endocannabinoid system like we do.
Gotcha. Yeah. Great. So $34 for those two different you know, areas of concern that you can choose from. Now next I believe we have the tincture.
Yeah, we do. We have the tincture here. I know it's sitting here in our bundle, which we'll get to in a second, but our tincture comes in two different strengths. We have on your screen there the 250 milligram, which is great for the little ones. So if you have a little pet like I do, I have a toy poodle. I have a Palm Chow. So we do the 250 milligram pet for them. Little goes a long way. So you're going to start small there. No more than half a dropper a day for those little pets. So we like to do a quarter in the morning and a quarter at night, or you can do a half a dropper there if they need it for more chronic issues. Okay.
Which includes pain, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
by the way,
mine's so hyper. So I'm like, calm down. And like, and we'll get to what's in there, but so I've trained her like, do you want your CBD? Oh. And she goes, huh? It's almost like, you know, do you want your treat? Yeah. Right? No. I can say, do you want your CBD? And that she runs and she loves it because, and I'll say it has salmon oil in it.
Oh my goodness. Right. And we do have two different concentrations of the tincture to choose from. That sound, by the way, you should record that because that sounds like a viral TikTok video if I've ever heard one. And people would love that. So for the 250 milligrams for those small pets, that's $39. Now for the larger pets, we have the 500 milligrams. You still have to be careful with dosing, of course, still follow the guidelines, but that one's going to be $69. So just shop according to the size of the pet that you have. But now tell me more about, you know, the ingredients here.
Right, sure. So dosing real quick with the 500, it's going to still be the same because the 250 is just a smaller bottle. So you're getting the same amount of CBD in the full dropper. Yeah, exactly. So same with the big pets. So let's start small with a quarter. If you need AM, PM, that's okay. If you want to do a half a dropper, maybe when there's fireworks and thunderstorms and things like that, then you can start there too. So as far as the ingredients, we have hemp oil instead of MCT oil. So this is very important. A lot of tinctures out there have MCT oil, and I know some of our people tinctures have MCT oil in them. This can upset animal stomach, and so we like to stick to the hemp seed oil here. And then we do have our organic salmon oils too. So it's important that our oils are organic for our pets. It's not artificially flavored. Like I don't know how many times I hear of beef and cheese. Right. Like where do you get that from, right? So this is completely natural and safe. It's organic. The salmon oil's in there, and then you have your CBD as well.
And of course, no THC again, as Megan mentioned in all of the pet products.
It's just CBD. It's going to be your CBD isolate. Yes.
Well, and with the salmon oil, that's something that's really good for the joints as well.
Yeah,
and,
it is.
You know, skin issues.
And they're even their fur. Yeah, their
Mm-hmm.
fur and the skin. Definitely.
Because my pets get multiple supplements, but you know, the omega fatty acids is one of them, and then there's the prebiotic, and then there's the glucosamine. And I think when it comes to, you know, the pain and inflammation, I kind of use it preventatively with my dog because he's getting up there in age, and so, you know, the stairs and all of that can can take a toll on them.
So I also want to point out too is, so I am not home right now. I'm in New York, obviously. One of my customers messaged me because she is a daily customer, and she wanted to do something for her pet because it's about to storm. And I just said, hey, go in the store, get a tincture, and let's get her on it right away. And she did. And she sent me a picture, and I was going to show you guys if I can pull it up. So this is her baby, Bella. If you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard to see. She's 11 years old. So she was,
you could see all the little grays on the nose.
So she was actually explaining to me what happened during a storm. Usually she would be running around, tearing up everything. You know how they panic? And it's so, like, what do? You try to hold them, and it's just so,
my toy poodle ate a couch.
It's awful.
The whole couch.
That's what they do because they don't know what to do. So this is actually the first dose.
Wow.
Because she knew,
storm.
Yeah, it stormed in Houston today. Like, it actually rained here a little bit too.
Oh yeah.
So so immediately I got this message before we were doing this show. So I was really happy to receive that from her.
Yeah.
So this is why I do what I do is so I can see and I get those results from the customers, and they come tell me and show me, and it's so much fun.
And you know, the results are immediate. This was the first storm. They wanted to do something to help, and it helped right away. So we do have that in the 250 or the 250 milligrams or the 500 milligrams. The 250 milligrams is $39. The 500 milligrams is $69. No THC. The 500 milligram bottle is, that's the 500 milligram that we're seeing. So the 250 bottle is smaller.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about half, it's 15 mil. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So half the size there.
That's why the dosing is still going to be the same, just for a smaller pet.
Right. And that's also why the pricing is different there. But now if you're looking for a bundle, we have the pet care package, which actually includes that tincture that we were talking about. It includes different treats, slightly different treats. These are wellness treats, but it is a 30 count as well. And it includes a pain cream. Now, this package is $99, but the if sold separately price would be $180. So normally you would pay $180. You're only paying $99 by picking it up today, which means you're saving $81 by picking it up as a bundle. And so you can try, you know, treating your pet with CBD in different ways. So tell me first about the wellness treats, because I know before we had anxiety and pain and inflammation.
So those treats have more of those other ingredients. This is going to be your general wellness. So this is a great start for a beginner. And you're going to get your 5 milligrams of CBD, but also those vitamins and minerals in there as well.
So it's like a multivitamin kind of situation?
Right. So still 5 milligrams of CBD. So the small pets can do half a treat, and then the bigger pets can do a whole treat.
And that CBD will still help with a little anxiety.
Yeah, the pain and inflammation, and you're going to get those benefits as well as the stress and anxiety.
Okay. And then we have the tincture, which we just talked about. Actually, I should ask you one thing about the tincture. How do we give that to our pets?
So you can just put it directly in their mouth. Most of them enjoy it because of the salmon flavor. If they tend to have a little issues, like sometimes cats really just prefer it in their food. They love salmon, but you know, who's going to wait for a cat to lick it off of the dropper? So you can just put that in their food, and that's okay to do that too.
Okay. And then for the pain cream, this is something we haven't talked about before for pets.
Right.
So it's 500 milligrams again. How do we use that?
Right. So any skin issues, we have customers that come in, the pet might have some allergies, skin issues, apply it topically there, or whether they hurt their foot or if they hurt a certain area, you can also apply it there, or with surgery. Sometimes with surgery, you know, even if they have fur, you can they shave off the area, you can apply around that area to help that pain and inflammation, and it gives them a faster recovery. One thing cool about this cream too is you can use it too.
Oh, so it's dual purpose.
So it's versatile. So it is dual purpose. So a lot of people like that.
Now, what happens, because, you know, sometimes they could get injured on their paws or something, and usually when you put a lotion, they like to lick it.
Yes. Yeah.
Is there?
It's completely safe.
It's okay for them
Yes.
to lick. Okay. Because that was going to be my
one thing too with the cream, it absorbs very quickly. So
Okay.
it's something that you can apply and it's going to soak in right away. So there's not going to be any residual, I guess.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
greasiness.
yeah. It's not going to be like that on there.
Okay.
And it's really a teeny tiny amount when it comes to your pet. So just take your finger. I usually take my finger, just dab, and it looks like a little bit of a rice size amount, and that's plenty for your pet.
Okay. So you get the 500 milligrams of the CBD pain cream. That's a 2-ounce jar, by the way, which also you can use yourself. Then you get the 500 milligrams of the tincture. So that's something that salmon, well, it's not an artificial ingredient, but it's salmon oil gives it the flavoring. So pets really enjoy that. And then you also get a general wellness treat, which has 5 milligrams of CBD in it. There are feeding guidelines on all of the treat packages, but just know that if you have the smaller pets, you're going to do half of a treat, and then the larger pets can do the full treat. But like I said, the feeding guidelines are there. So it's $99 for all 3 pieces. If sold separately, it would be $180. You're saving $81 by picking it up as a general wellness, pet wellness bundle here. Now, speaking of bundles, we have a lot in this show that I want to get to. So we're about halfway through now. So I want to talk about some of the other bundles that are human focused. Okay, so now we're going to go the other way. So we'll start right here in front of Megan. This is the skincare 3-piece set. So you get the facial scrub. By the way, this is apricot. We're going to talk about that. That has 350 milligrams of the CBD. Then you get a pH balanced CBD toner. So that also has CBD in it. Do you know how many milligrams? It was 350?
350.
350 on this one as well. And then you have the face lotion. So it's a 3-piece set. The face lotion is just here. And that's 100 milligrams, and that's a 1 ounce. And by the way, this, just to show you, is a pump. I really like that because it's just easier to, make sure I don't like getting under my nails dirty with like face creams and stuff. So I like a pump a lot. And this pump, by the way, is a nice refreshing experience in the morning. Megan will tell you why. But you get all of that for $59. If sold separately, it would be $95. So you're saving $36 by picking it up as a set. And this is really, a beginner's skincare set. So tell me about this one.
Yeah, it really is. So if maybe you don't have a routine, or maybe you just kind of wash your face off with the water.
I hope not.
I've done that a few times. My mom tells me that's all you need.
Oh boy. You know what? I think it worked for them because I don't know why, actually. Their food was better.
Right. So we actually have a scrub here. So this is going to be the cleansing agent. It's very light. It's got the apricot, the fine ground apricot in there. And it's obviously the apricot seed, not the actual fruit part. I do like those though.
Yeah, me too. So the seeds are grounded up finely.
It's fine, yes. It's not pumice. So pumice can be a little harsh. So it's very light.
Scrubs have plastic.
I know.
It's also not good for the, it's not good for your face, but it's also not good for the environment.
Right. So we actually in our skincare line don't use any chemicals or anything like that in there. It's going to have essential oils there too. And so you're going to use this to cleanse and open the pores to get all the dirt out of there. Then you move on to the toner. This toner is wonderful as well. It has witch hazel also. So it's going to be lighter. It's not going to be as harsh. So some toners have alcohol in them, and that's where you find that redness and irritation. Not in this case. So this has 350 milligrams of CBD in there. It also has the peppermint in there and the cypress and the rose. So it smells great. It's got the tea tree too, the frankincense. Just spray it on. It's going to close those pores, and then you're going to apply the face lotion. So this is why this set is wonderful to start with. This is a very light face lotion. It's got 100 milligrams of CBD, so you're going to get those benefits, the anti-inflammatory, the antibacterial there. It also has grapefruit extract and then also mint extract. So this is a great face lotion in the morning to help rejuvenate and get you going for the day.
And kind of wake you up. Now, the one thing is with the apricot scrub, that's good for like every other day or maybe a couple times a week because it's more exfoliating. So you generally don't need that every day. You would use that in addition to, your other daily cleanser, whatever that may be. But what's nice about it is because you have those apricot seeds grounded up finely, it's gentle on the skin. It's also gentle on the environment, as we talked about. As it goes down your sink, you don't have to worry about what's happening with it afterwards.
Right.
Also, the bottle, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 4 ounces, and the toner is 4 ounces as well. What's nice about the toner is it has a nice spray nozzle. Some toners, you have to kind of like pour it out of the bottle on a cotton. It's kind of hard to get the right amount. Did you get too little? Did you get too much? Because it's a spray, you could use it on a cotton as well, but I like sprays personally because I'm a little lazy in the morning. I want my morning routine to be quick, and a spray is very easy to just go like this as opposed to opening the jar with the swabs, going like this, putting this. I don't know. It does take more time. I swear. It takes me more time. And then you follow it up with that face lotion, which, by the way, is also paraben-free. It's cruelty-free, right? All of your beauty products
We do not test
I
on
imagine
animals.
all the entire line, right?
Yes.
The entire line is cruelty-free, which makes sense since we were just talking about pet goodies. And it's also, GMO-free and gluten-free and all of that.
Right, and we use pure essential oils, so you're going to get that organic aspect there too.
Right. So all 3 pieces for $59, which is really affordable. I mean, if you think about what just a face lotion costs alone, that, like at a premier beauty store, that would easily be $50 or $59 or more. So here you're getting $59 for the scrub, the toner, and the face lotion. They all have CBD. If sold separately, it would be $95. So you're saving $36. Tell me why I should use CBD in my skincare.
Oh yeah. So CBD, not only you guys know internally what it does, but it does the same thing externally. So the anti-inflammatory, the antibacterial. So people with like the acne issues, you want to keep it clean, and that's going to help you a lot there.
Right. So is this something that all ages could use?
Yes. And it is zero. There's no THC in any of these products.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about the teens or little ones or adults or anybody at all. And what about skin types? Anything I need to know there?
No, we actually formulated these for all skin types.
Okay, great. So 3-piece skincare set, $59 gets all 3 pieces home. The apricot facial scrub, really nice and gentle. Use it every other day or a couple times a week. The tone, and by the way, now that winter is coming, you really need that because as our skin dries out, what happens is we get these like dry skin flakes that then clog the pores, and then you're putting these expensive serums and lotions and things like that on your face, and it's not getting, your skin isn't really absorbing it because your pores are all clogged with all this other like gooky stuff. So you got to exfoliate the skin first to really open up those pores so that way it's ready to absorb, what it is that you're putting on it. If not, it's kind of like wasting money a little bit. And then, so you have the scrub, you have your toner, and you have that nice refreshing face lotion, which has that kind of grapefruit scent. $59. If sold separately, it would be $95. So you're saving $36 by picking it up here at SterlaGrace.com. So next, let's talk about another really important part of beauty, actually, which is our sleep. So we have a sleep bundle here, Restful Sleep. This includes a 500 milligram CBG tincture. And by the way, there's going to be a couple flavors that we'll talk about there. Then you get sleep support capsules. That's in a 600 milligram bottle right here. And then you also get cherry gummies, which is 250 milligrams total of CBD. And then you also have some melatonin in there because we're talking about sleep. So all 3 pieces here, $119. If sold separately, it would be $192. So almost $200 if you were to purchase all of this separately, but because you're purchasing it as a bundle, and the whole point of this show is to feature a bunch of money-saving bundles. So because you're purchasing it that way, it's actually $73 in savings. So you end up paying just $119, saving $73. So where would you like to start with this one? Because there's so many pieces.
Right. So first off, you guys, bundles are 0 THC. So all the bundles tonight are going to have completely 0 THC. So this is products that anybody can use in your household, and you can share them too. So so what's nice about this is it's versatile. So if you got kids, guess what they're going to go for?
The gummies,
right?
For sure.
Right. And so maybe you have someone that's a little older, they prefer a capsule, or even just a tincture underneath the tongue there. So we can start with a sleep support here. This is actually a wonderful product. It's very easy to take. You take it about 30 minutes to an hour before bed. It's got 20 milligrams of CBD per per capsule, it's got 10 milligrams of valerian root. And then basically the melatonin is also going to be the 10 milligram agent there. So the CBD helps you turn off that noise around you, and it's going to help you fall asleep. And then that valerian root and that melatonin is going to help keep you asleep.
Okay.
So this is a great product if you're having problems sleeping, or maybe you're just not getting enough sleep.
Now, is this something where, if I take it, it's going to like tranquilize me for 10 hours?
No. So one thing, about CBD, it doesn't have the side effects, as some other medications might have. And so when you're taking this, you won't be groggy the next day. And a lot of people do ask that when they come in. A lot of people are on other medications and they're like, I'm just tired of the side effects. I can't function the next day. Well, they just go right straight to this. And it really does help a lot. And they really enjoy that.
I used to work an overnight shift where it was, although this honestly feels like overnight right now. I used to work an overnight shift where I worked from like 1 to 4 in the morning, or 4 to 7 in the morning. And so I was sleeping during the day, and I was always nervous to buy, the over-the-counter kind of sleep aids, because obviously it's a little hard to sleep when the sun is like full bright in your face. So I was always nervous because I was like, what if I sleep too much and oversleep and then miss work? And then somebody has to cover for you. You could get fired, right? Like you get scared.
Right.
So
and that even keeps you from falling asleep, is just being that paranoia. You're just like,
oh my, I don't know how many times I've woken up thinking that I slept through my alarm.
Right.
Only to realize I've only been asleep 30 minutes. And then you go back to sleep, and then it happens all over again, and it happens all over again. And like when you have school assignments due the next day, or big projects, or first day of school, first day of work, like all of this stuff it happens all the time. And so these sleep capsules are nice that we can use it to either treat a chronic issue, or, maybe just like those kinds of special issues. So where would you like to move next?
Oh, yeah. So like the gummy, because it's pretty similar to these here. So you're going to get, it's actually 10 pieces. So there's 250 milligrams in this entire package. So you're going to be getting the 25 milligrams per gummy, and then you're going to get the 3 milligrams of melatonin per gummy there. So again, these are great because the kids actually prefer these. If it's a smaller child, definitely cut them in half. They're cherries, and I'm going to turn them around for you. Yeah, ooh. They're like little cherries. So it's really easy to break them apart. You see at the top of that stem there, just pull one off there, and then you're going to be giving them about 12.5 milligrams to start, and a half milligram there of that melatonin, because our bodies do naturally produce melatonin. So that's why our levels of melatonin are so small. The CBD will actually help you absorb it better than just taking melatonin by itself.
That's actually a really good point, because a lot of times we take supplements, but we don't pay attention to what helps the supplement like get absorbed in the body. Right. And so then it's kind of like you just pee it out. Okay. So we have.
Like, can I guess, talk about this too, of how CBD works with what you take. So the CBD actually sends what you take in, actually helps you absorb it better. So if you are taking melatonin, just add CBD to it, and it's going to help you absorb it better. So there's good things with that, but there's also bad things you want to look out for. So if you're on any medications, make sure that you're taking the CBD at least 2 hours before or 2 hours after your medication, because some medications you don't want stronger. That dose that your doctor's prescribing is that dose for a reason. So you can always check with your doctor with that. They know a lot about CBD now, which is nice. So they can direct you in the right direction. But remember, CBD does help you absorb more. Another example is if you have a glass of wine with your CBD, you're only going to need that glass of wine.
Not the second glass. And so that helps with, that applies to our vitamins.
Definitely.
A whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so
good.
There's good ways, and then there's also ones that you need to watch out for. It's not like a huge alarm, but there's some medications that you just need to talk to your doctor about.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, so we have the gummies, we have the sleep support capsules, we have the tincture, which we're going to talk about next. Remember, all 3 pieces come home to you for $119, and you're saving $73 by picking it up as a bundle, as opposed to purchasing each of these things separately. So tell me about the tincture.
Right. So this is the CBG tincture. It's going to be the 20-to-1 ratio of CBD to CBG. And so it's going to be a little more CBG than you would get in like a regular broad spec tincture here, because this is 0 THC. This is a broad spec tincture, but we do add more CBG to it. And CBG also helps with pain, ocular issues, also stomach issues. So it's going to battle a lot of those chronic conditions too. But we do also like it for sleep. So it's going to be something that you take underneath the tongue sublingually 15 minutes before bed. So dosage wise, just 1 milligram per 10 pounds of body weight is kind of what you want to go for. And remember, the dropper in the 500 milligram is 16.6 milligrams. So that's easy to measure there for you if you need to do that.
And are there different flavors with this as well?
Oh, yeah. So we have the natural, we have blueberry, and we have watermelon.
And describe the flavors to me a little bit.
Right. So they're lightly flavored. They're actually from terpenes. So it's going to be a light hint there. You are going to get still the terpenes because it is a broad spectrum from the hemp plant too. So very light tasting. It's a very light oil. It's very pleasant.
So just to recap, this entire package is meant to promote restful sleep. It's packaged for sleep. Obviously, that came right after our beauty bundle that we just talked about, because sleep is just as important, but sleep is also important for a lot of things. It helps you heal. It helps you, for me, if I don't get a good night's rest, the next day my skin looks horrific. It's incredible. It's incredible what happens in just 8 to 10 hours. But so this is all about getting that restful sleep. But what's nice about it is because it's a bundle and it's got, it's attacking the sleep concern in a variety of different ways, capsules, gummies, and tinctures, you can actually mix and match with different families in your home, different people in your home and your family. You can share with some friends if you'd like. Is there any reason why we would use all three of these together, or it's really just like you would use one and maybe another?
Yeah, I think it's more of a preference. So there's no need to combine all three at once. Mm-hmm. You're going to sleep really well if you do that.
Maybe that's like a weekend thing.
I think it's a good trial, for sleep. That way you can try one of everything. Mm-hmm. Find what you really like, and you might like all, or you might just like one, and then just restock up on the one that you enjoy.
That's true. And I know we have these tinctures sold separately on SterlaGrace.com. I know we have gummies. I don't know if we have the restful sleep ones, but I know we have a ton of gummies on Sterla Grace as well. And I think we have the sleep capsules.
We do.
So you could always just kind of restock on what it is that you like best. So as a reminder, this, if sold separately, would be almost $200, $192 to get home all three pieces. If you were to go on SterlaGrace.com right now and add these things to your cart separately. But if you pick it up as a package, the restful sleep package, you're going to get the capsules, you're going to get the cherry gummies with CBD and melatonin. The capsules also have melatonin and they have valerian root. And you're going to get the tincture. And these are you can take this different ways. Capsules, obviously you swallow, you chew the gummies. The tincture you could put right under your tongue. So you can take it different ways, and it's $119 for all three pieces. Normally that would be $192. Like I said, almost $200. So you're saving $73 by picking it up as a package. Now, the next bundle we have for you also promotes relaxation, but in a different way. So this is a 4-piece complete relaxation set. $149 is your sale price. But if sold separately, it would be $249. You're getting 4 pieces here. So you're saving $96. One thing I want to point out is what you're receiving is actually here. Let me just do this real quick. You're getting 1 honey stick. I'll just put the honey stick in the front. Actually, that might be a little easier. So you get 1 honey stick. You get 1 of these 700 milligram cartridges, which we haven't talked about yet. So we'll talk about that. Then you get vegan organic CBD gummy bears that has 750 milligrams total per bottle. And then you get another tincture. This one is different than the one that we just talked about. 1,000 milligram CBD tincture, which is meant to be a calming aid. So this is all about relaxation. Like I said, if sold separately, it would be $249, but you're able to pick it up for just under $150 here on SterlaGrace.com. So tell me about this set. Where would you like to start?
Right. So calming. So this is going to be more if you need it throughout the day. So stress, anxiety relief. You can use it also for the evening as well. Basically, with the cartridge, I know we haven't talked about these yet. This is one of the fastest ways to get CBD and get results almost instantly. So as soon as you inhale that CBD, you're going to feel that calm, relaxing, effect. This is high terpenes. So the Granddaddy Perp is known for that relaxed sleep feel. So usually one hit to two, up to three is about how people take this. Yep, because it's 700 milligrams. That's a pretty high concentration there.
And how far before you go to bed should you take it?
Well, you can do this.
This is for daily relaxation.
You can. If it's to get you to go to sleep, that's okay. But daily relaxation also throughout the day. So just as soon as or some people have situations they want to calm and be able to function, they'll just take, a little pull off of it and then they'll be okay. Right.
A presentation maybe, or, some big project or something like that. That interview that you've been really wanting and you finally got, and you don't want to blow it when you get in the door, that kind of thing.
Right. And these are 0 THC. So one thing about this too, we use VG just like our tinctures. And so the greatest thing about the vegetable glycerin is it keeps the moisture out of our lungs. And I know that was a big deal, at least a year or two ago, talking about cartridges and are they safe. You want a good product that keeps that moisture out. You don't want to vape an oil. A lot of people think their oil tinctures are able to vape. No, they are not okay to vape. So definitely don't do that. You want to make sure it's with a base like vegetable glycerin. Okay. So it does keep that moisture out of your lungs. And that's exactly what we have in this cart.
Gotcha. Okay. And then, so that's your 700 milligram cartridge. Where do you want to move from there?
Yeah. So honey sticks are, it's a honey stick, except it's got 50 milligrams of CBD in there. So this is a nice treat. You get one with this bundle here, and you can put it in your tea and your coffee, or you can just have it straight up.
And you could also split this. You can cut it down the middle if you want to share it with somebody. So you're getting, I know we're showing you a whole bunch of honey sticks and even the package. We do have more honey sticks available on StirLaGrace.com if that's something you're really interested in, if you want the honey sticks. But this set comes with one of them so that you can try it. It's a try me set, and then you also get the cartridge. Now, what's next? The gummy bears?
Yeah, the gummy bears. So this can also be one like in the morning if you like. It's slow release. You can suck on them for a faster effect, but if you chew it and swallow it right away, it's going to take up to 2 hours. So you want to start with one. If you feel like one might not be enough for you, wait 2 hours, and then you can go ahead and dose another one if you need to. These are also safe for children. We like to cut them in half for them. So maybe before school, that would be great to help them calm and focus, because they are 0 THC too, and they taste great. They come in like the lemon, orange, and cherry bears, and all in that container there.
And they have a little sugar coating as well.
Yes, they're delicious.
The other thing you should know is, the serving size does say 2, but that's just to talk about like the calories and stuff like that in it. That's not a recommendation for your dose. The recommended dose, as Megan said,
it's 1 to 2, but you want to wait, like I said, 2 hours before you do take another one, because 25 milligrams is more on the higher level of dosing. It's kind of more also good for a sleep aid. If you want to, you can have that higher dosing, and that really helps for that.
Well, and I'm sure it would depend too on, your weight. Are you male? Are you female? How old are you? All of these factors like play a role.
And how you metabolize. And also some people, if you have stomach issues, the edibles take a little bit longer to take effect, because the CBD is trying to combat those stomach issues first. Yeah. So suck on it too if you want a faster experience. It will absorb up through like a tincture if you do that.
So you get the honey stick, you get the cartridge, you get the vegan organic gummy bears, and you get a calming aid tincture, all for $149. We haven't talked about the tincture yet, but we will next. So tell me about the tincture here.
Sure. It's 1,000 milligrams of CBD. It does have lavender in it. So that's going to be also another good calming agent there. It's 33.3 milligrams in a full dropper. It is 30 milliliters. So you are going to get a nice long span out of this. This is a VG tincture, so you can put it under your tongue. You can vape it, and you can also mix it in any beverage.
And you had told me earlier that the VG ones have a little bit of sweetness to it naturally.
Yes, right. Yes. So it's great tasting. It doesn't taste just like lavender flower.
Yeah. Which, by the way, does taste great. I make lemonade.
It's a very light hint. It's a very light hint, so it's very pleasant.
So as a reminder, this entire set, remember it's one honey stick. So just down here, we'll focus on that. So this entire set comes home to you for $149. If sold separately, it would be $245. So you're saving $96 by picking it up as a set. So what you get is the Calming Aid tincture. You get the organic vegan gummy bears. So the Calming Aid tincture, by the way, 1,000 milligrams of that CBD. The gummy bears, 750 milligrams. The cartridge, 700 milligrams. So you don't need that much. And then the honey stick is one honey stick. I know you're seeing a package on that graphic there, but you're not getting the full package. You're getting one. You can buy the full package on sterlagrace.com. So $149 for the full 4-piece relaxation set. So next, let's talk about pain relief, because I know that's one of the big things that people, when you think about CBD, first thing people are looking for is pain. I think that's like the one thing that's probably popularized it the most. So this is a 4-piece set. We don't have that bath bomb to show you, so pay attention to that graphic, because you get a bath bomb, which has 45 milligrams of the CBD. You get pain cream, which has 500 milligrams, a freeze roller, so that's like that hot and cold sensation, for also 500 milligrams, and another VG tincture. This one's a little different. There's different flavors to choose from, and this one is 500 milligrams as well. So this is just the box. I wanted to show you both of them. So you get all 4 pieces for $129. If sold separately, it would be $232. So you're saving over $100 by picking it up as a set. And also, because you're picking this up on sterlagrace.com, we do have a 10% promo code. I think it may just be for first-time customers. But anyways, if you check on the homepage, it's right at the top of the page, and you'll be able to see all the details and how to use that. And this is an item that you could theoretically save 10% off of, because it's over $100. So talk to me about the pain relief. Where should we start with this one? Because there's 4 pieces.
So the pain relief, you're really going to get that external benefit, and then you're also going to get the internal healing benefits of CBD here, which is why I love this bundle. And so I suffer from chronic pain, so this is my bundle.
Of your back, right?
Right, yes. So this is 0 THC. You're going to get some awesome topicals. You're going to get a freeze roller. This is easy to use. You're going to get this or take it with you to the gym, throw it in your bag. She can open it for you here and see. Very, very easy to use. It's got eucalyptus and menthol in there. So you're going to get the hot, cold feel from that.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it's fast acting, great for reducing pain. Obviously, everything in the entire show is natural. Here's a look at some of those ingredients that we have in here. Arnica, boswellia. I don't know how to pronounce that last one. Ilex, I don't know. Ilex.
It reduces pain. Then you got your eucalyptus and your menthol, the peppermint oil as well.
And of course, everything, by the way, is produced here, in the United States. The CBD comes from their farms in either Kansas or Oregon, right?
Colorado and
Oh,
I don't think we can grow in Kansas yet, but I would if I could.
The company's from there, but there's no farms there.
Right.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Every state's different, so but I'm sure as soon as we can, we will.
Yeah. Well, if they started there, it only makes sense.
Yeah.
So the freeze roller, really great to grab and go for pain. Throw it in the gym bag. Keep it at your desk at work if you're working in an office, or even if you're working remotely and you don't want to have to get up and go into the medicine cabinet or whatever it might be. So where do you want to move on to? Next?
So we can do the other pain topical. That's your 500 milligram pain cream there. It's a light citrus scent. It's actually not going to have the cooling agent. So if you're sensitive to menthol and those essential oils, this is a great cream for you. The dosing is going to be a pea-size amount. So it's long-lasting and it works right away. So it also has white willow bark. If you know anything about that, that's also a pain-relieving. Oh, yes, it's great. It's like Advil.
So
it really is. That's what they used to
really
use. Yeah, that's what they use it for.
So
and it's in our topicals.
So this is 2 pain-relieving agents combined, essentially.
Right.
And I guess this one has a bunch of pain-relieving agents too, but it just has this sensation.
In a different way. Yeah, some people like that hot, cold feel. But if you're sensitive to that, just move on to the pain cream there.
Okay. And also maybe you can use this for other reasons, or you could just gift it to somebody who isn't sensitive to it if you're looking just for the bundled savings. Now, what about the tincture?
Right. So this is a VG tincture. So that's vegetable glycerin. So you're going to be able to drink it in any drink or mix it in any drink. Use it sublingually, which is going to be underneath the tongue, and it's also vapable. This is a broad spec, so you're going to get terpenes, you're going to get other cannabinoids except THC. So if you get drug tested, you don't have to worry about that. It's also safe for your kids if you want to utilize that with them as well. Another important thing to notice too, with the products that we're talking, is the QR code. If you're unsure what you're getting and you want to make sure it's 0 THC, or if you want to know what's in it, that QR code is right there on every box there for you.
And that's just your way of, assuring that you're getting exactly what you're told is, you're buying, and that it's also clean of ingredients that you don't want in it and all of that. It'll tell you everything when you scan that QR code at home from your smartphone. That's all you need is a smartphone.
Yep.
And so with this, tell me about the taste.
Yeah, so it comes in natural, orange, lemon, or mint.
Okay, so there's a couple of choices here.
Yes.
So the Pain Relief full set, just as a reminder. Oh, wait, we didn't talk about the bath bomb yet because I don't have that picture here, so I forgot about that. Tell me about the bath bomb.
Yeah, it's a pain bath bomb. So it's going to be relieving. It's going to have your CBD in there. Just throw it in your bath bomb. The more you soak in it, or bath bomb, throw it in your bath, right? Yeah. The more you soak, the more benefits you're going to get from it. It's also got your peppermint, which is also relieving as well.
So you get your bath bomb. You get your 500 milligram pain cream in a 2-ounce jar. You get a freeze roller for pain as well if you want that hot and cold sensation. It's also 500 milligrams. And you get a 500 milligram tincture, which you can use in a variety of ways and comes in a variety of flavors as well. So you just have to select that when you're placing your order online. With the other ones, you don't have to worry about flavors. So you're essentially ordering by the flavor of the tincture. So it's $129 for this 4-piece set. If sold separately, it would be $232. So you're saving $103 by picking it up as a set. If you were to add all these things to your cart separately, you'd be spending well over $200. So let's move on to our last set of oh no, it's not it is the last set, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. This is our ultimate CBD set here.
So this is the ultimate wellness set. Let me just grab my explanation here. Okay, so this is the ultimate wellness set. It comes with a couple of things. It comes with a face mask, which we don't have here on set to show you, but you can see it there on the graphic. Comes with a face mask. By the way, this is exclusive. It also comes with a hand sanitizer, not a CBD hand sanitizer, just a normal hand sanitizer. Then you get a 1,000 milligram VG tincture. You get a gummy multivitamin. You also have down below here a 1,000 milligram pain cream in a 2-ounce jar. And you have a 100 milligram, 1-ounce anti-aging cream, which has CBD, but also has plant cells in it. And so this is really great to tackle those fine lines and wrinkles, but even cellulite, if you want to, topically treat some parts of the body, you can do that with this as well. So you get all 6 pieces exclusive to us here at Sur La Grace for under $200, but if sold separately, it would be well over $300. So where do you want to start with this?
Right. So yeah. So in the pain bundle, this will be kind of easy start here. As you guys already know about the pain cream. So this pain cream is going to be 1,000 milligrams. So this is double the amount that you're getting in that pain cream there, other than the 500. So this dosing is going to be a rice size amount.
So this is what comes in the pain one, and this is what you're getting in this one. So
right.
It's
so you're getting double the amount. So the dose is rice size instead of pea size here. So a little goes a long way. This is going to last a long time here. It's not going to be, it doesn't have menthol or anything like that. It's going to just be a light citrus scent, and it's a great cream to use.
Okay. And then, oh boy, where do we go from there?
Oh, I would definitely do the 1,000 milligram tincture. So just like here with the pain bundle, you have the 500. This is double the amount as well. And this is why this is also the ultimate CBD bundle here. So 1,000 milligrams of CBD. So you can go a little lower on the dosing here. It's a 30 ml bottle. It comes in orange, lemon, natural, and mint. And it is a VG tincture that we've talked about before. So you can mix it in any beverage underneath the tongue, or you can vape it.
So you can use it a bunch of different ways. Remember, Megan was sharing with us earlier, your oil tinctures are not to be vaped, right? And also they don't really work well with drinks because they just float on top and get stuck to the side of the cups and bottles and things like that. So if you want something that you can use a variety of different ways, you want this kind of tincture, and it happens to come in this set. And this is good for, just general relaxation, right? Anxiety,
stress, anxiety. Little in the morning can give you energy, and then more at night can also help you with sleep too if you need it. And then if your kids need it before school for focus, clarity, that can help them as well.
And then where next?
Yeah, we can go to the multivitamin.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites because my son loves these. These are our multivitamin. They have 10 milligrams of CBD in them. They are dye-free, and they are made with real fruit like elderberry and grape, so they taste amazing as well.
Yummy. I love the berries.
And it is a 30-day supply, just so you know. So
okay,
1 a day is perfect there. And then we can move on to the anti-aging cream. I love this cream. I use this daily as well as my son. He has acne. So even though it's anti-aging, he uses it for the antibacterial and also anti-inflammation benefits. But it's also for anti-wrinkle. It does have your stem cells in there too from the hemp plant.
From the past, because CBD, you were telling us, is naturally antibacterial.
Yes. Yep. And anti-inflammatory. So remember, we can do that on the inside. We can heal internally, but also externally. And that's kind of why the topicals, that's where they play a role.
And that's really where this ultimate wellness set, comes down to it, is that you have some internal ways to treat different things. You have some external ways to treat it as well, whether it's aging, pain, general health and wellness. Maybe sometimes when there's a little bit more anxiety or stress or general relaxation. And then, of course, when we're talking about wellness right now, well, first of all, hand sanitizer is not a right now thing. This is an always thing. But hand sanitizer in a spray bottle. So it's really easy to make sure that you get the right dosage. You're not all goopy afterwards. Right. And it's gentle on the hands too. And then, of course, the face mask is really more of the moment. And that's included here as well, though I don't have it for you to show, but it is on the graphic. So if sold separately, all of these, a tincture alone is about $100. A pain cream alone is about $100. So those two pieces are already $200. You're getting this for under $200, and you're getting 6 pieces, not just the tincture, not just the pain cream, but also an anti-aging cream, also gummy vitamins, also the hand sanitizer and the face mask. So if sold separately, it would be $320. You're saving $121 by picking it up here. And by the way, this is the only place you can pick it up, because even though you'll find Sacred Leaf locations throughout the United States, Sterla Grace is the only one who has this exclusive Ultimate Wellness 6-piece set. So you could only get that on sterlagrace.com. And if you are shopping for the first time, since you're spending over $100, you get that 10% off on our website as well. We currently do have that promotion going. So to review the entire show, we had pet products, and then everything else is just a bunch of money-saving bundles. You can check everything out from Sacred Leaf. There's more on our website that isn't on this show, on sterlagrace.com. And Megan, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you so much for letting us into your homes. Feel free to check out our website and check out other items. My name is Cathy. See you next time.